Hey guys, we're going to do a double unboxing today, and as you can probably tell, we have a Timex Waterbury Ocean, one of their new ocean plastic models, and some mysterious Steeldive in the quintessential Steeldive plastic case. So since we already kind of know what this watch is, we'll put the Steeldive aside and start with the Waterbury Ocean. Now, if any of you are familiar with Timex and their more recent catalog, they've been doing a lot of throwbacks to the old Timex days, and one of those sort of newish models inspired by the old models is the Waterbury, and they have recently released what is called the Waterbury Ocean, in which they made a Waterbury, but they made it with recycled ocean plastic. Okay, now this, for some people, will probably put them off immediately from the watch. They think plastic, and they think, well, it's a cheap watch and it's not something that I would want to wear. And to be honest, I completely understand this. Me personally, I am a science teacher, and I constantly harp on my students about environmental responsibility. And so this is, while it might seem gimmicky to some, really is right up my alley, and is maybe up the alley of some of you as well. So here it is. You can sort of see, just from this angle here, you can probably see the little speckles in the finishing there. Okay, and those are the recycled plastics from the ocean. So it's pretty neat, actually. It definitely has a sort of paint splatter sort of feel, almost like a Jackson Pollock type watch. But it already feels incredibly light. So you can see they're made with recycled ocean-bound plastic. And this is pretty much it. This is what you get. You can open this up here. I believe there's a manual in here. Some sort of manual, yes. We get that out. Yeah, it's just the sort of standard Timex user's manual. Yeah, so that's nothing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I wonder if there's anything in this little container over here. Nope, nothing in there. All right, so we'll let's get this. We'll get this watch taken out of the casing here, and we'll size it up and get a look at what it looks like. So actually, guys, I wanna show you something here that I noticed before. Before I said that I was gonna size this up. You take a look at the bracelet here. You might notice it looks like a pretty nasty deployant clasp. Obviously a little butterfly here. I open this up. Yeah, this is a pretty thin press clasp. I'm gonna try this on, but I bet this is gonna be a pretty bad hair puller here. So we'll see how that goes. All right, in here, let us remove the plastic. So we've got a little sticker on the front, sticker on the case back, and then the battery piece here. So we'll go ahead and remove the case back one first. So you notice we've got the Movement Philippines, bracelet China, and a picture of North America on the press on only case back. So there we go. Case back. Let's get the dial. There we go. To Definitely a lot of reflection here. And let's get it ticking. Is this screw down? Oh no, it's already popped out. Wow, very slow turning mechanism here. Very, very slow. All right, and we're ticking. Man, not bad actually. It's kind of hard to tell in the video. Let's see if we can get a closer up look. Yeah, you can see the speckling in there, same as in the bracelet and in the case. That recycled plastic, I presume. All right. Okay, so now it's time to try this thing on. Take my G-Shock here off. I haven't sized this up yet because honestly I'm kind of worried about that deployant clasp. Wow, super light. Super light. I guess that's to be expected in a literal plastic watch. Okay. Honestly, it's pretty comfortable. I wonder, this deployant clasp may be fine actually. I'll go ahead and size it up and see what we think. All right, guys, so I got it sized up. Now, because of this butterfly clasp, of course, it's very difficult to get a perfect fit as there's no micro adjust. The links are very small though, so it's you might be able to get a good fit. I don't know if I would guarantee that, but I would say that it's definitely possible to get a perfect fit. So here we have it sized up. I have just over a 7.5-inch wrist size. And honestly, it's a little bit tight right now because it's so light. I might add another link back in and just kind of have it loose because it's, again, it being so light. I think it'll be fine. And honestly, I was worried about this deployant clasp, but it's not that bad. I haven't had a single hair pull since I had it on. And usually that is the case with these deployant clasps and really any sort of wrist that has hair on it. So at least that's a pleasant surprise. And honestly, it looks really good, guys. Obviously, I'll have to do a full review here in the future, but yeah, just catch that in the right light. That's not bad for a plastic watch that's less than $100. That's pretty nice. Again, maybe a bit gimmicky for some of you who don't care much about the ocean plastic idea. But man, for those of us that really like that, it's a good looking watch and it's pretty comfortable, honestly. Just obviously mineral crystal, it's not sapphire, and this plastic is so soft. I really can imagine this getting scratched up and gouged very, very quickly and easily. So it's definitely not what I would call like a daily wearer. You'd probably want to go with some kind of stainless steel. But man, it's pretty cool though. It's a nice little addition, and obviously with the price, I that word "little" is pretty deliberate. Okay, so let's switch back to the other watch. Let's open up the Steeldive. All right, so we're done with the Timex for now. Let's look at the Steeldive. So let's see what we have underneath here. Now, I have wanted this particular Steeldive for a long time, and finally went and pulled the trigger on it. Now, this is based on a certain Seiko. I've got an extra rubber band there. We'll get back to that. Based on a Seiko design. Like many steel dives. My goodness, this is heavy. So you can maybe see at this point, this is one of the Steeldive Tunas. And specifically, come on, get out of there. The PVD, completely PVD covered Steeldive Tuna. There is a lot of plastic on this. Okay, and this thing is heavy. This is a chunk. I mean, we do have the 5-link steel bracelet on here, but this thing is very, very heavy. Let's go ahead and we'll get the plastic off of this thing and give it a proper look. All right. Wow. This thing is sharp. It's very difficult to properly show this on camera, but in person, man, the way that this bezel and dial catch the light, it's kind of gorgeous. That black and white contrast together is absolutely stunning. Wow. And there's the bracelet, 5-link coated bracelet. Pretty nice. Nice articulation, very, very nice. I bet it's going to be very comfortable. And check out hang on, let me give this a wipe. This thing is, I will say it's a fingerprint magnet right off the bat, I can tell. Look at the Steeldive engraving on this. This is nice. Very nice. Again, kind of hard to tell in the camera, but it is very nice engraving. A little thin, little shallow, but it looks very, very nice. So you've got that double security. But man, this is flimsy and nasty. Rubbing my finger across it, you can hear it rattle. This is not going to be good. Probably going to end up replacing this or putting it on that the alternate strap that I ordered. But it would be a shame to waste this bracelet because the bracelet actually seems really nice. Seems solid. You know, you've got solid end links as well there. So. Bezel action is all right. Not too bad. Again, just kind of hard to move because, you know, it's a tuna. I mean, you can obviously already see it ticking. That's a good sign. Nice screw down. Yep, that's nice. Okay, a nice thunk there. When setting it to time, let's see if I can get to just the, oh, hello. That took a couple tries. Let's see if I can get it just to the date. Sometimes that's a bit of a chore. Nope, all right, first try. Not bad. That's a good sign. Usually, fresh out of the box, these things are pretty difficult to just get to the date. NH35 powered watch here, but now those are pretty distinct. The only issue I have is that pushing it back into the functioning mode like very nice, easy screw down. This is nice, guys. This is very, very nice. I like this a good bit. Let me go ahead and throw it on wrist here. See if, like the Timex clasp, is nothing to worry about. If I had to wager, I think it is going to be something to worry about. Plenty of links. Look at this. I have just over 7.5-inch wrist, and look how much space we have there. So really, like 8-inch wrists, even larger than 8-inch wrists, 8.5. I mean, should have really no issues fitting this thing on. That's pretty nice. Yeah, kind of hard to tell without sizing it up first, but it does feel all right. Yeah. All right, I'll size it up and we'll take a look at it. So hey, you guys know what I didn't even realize until just now. See that? Yep, that is drilled lugs. It's gonna make this a breeze. That's awesome. All right, guys, I've got it all sized up. Now, this Steeldive did actually come with a link changing tool. I already have one literally exactly like this one, probably from a previous AliExpress watch, to be honest. But I've got it all sized up. So there it is. Man, I'm blown away, honestly, by how dynamic this looks. This is awesome. Try to get the right light for you guys. Man, this thing is just, it's slick. It's very, very nice. The indices have that sort of yellowish. I bet the lume on this is incredible, but we'll take a look at that in the full review. Yeah, I really like it. I don't know what else to say about it, honestly. I'm excited to give it a try. Now, I have, like I said earlier, I've already started to feel some hair pulls just putting it on now. It's maybe not terrible, but it's very flimsy. You can hear it rattle. It's a little bit of a hair puller. Probably going to replace this out. Actually, let's go ahead and put it on that alternate strap that I ordered. All right, so here it is on the alternate strap. It's pretty nice, big chunky bit of rubber there. 2 little retainers. It's pretty cool. It has a little Steeldive logo there on the end of the band. Steeldive on both of the retainers. Steeldive on the metal clasp here. Pretty breathable. So nice summery band for sure. And honestly, I can't really corroborate this myself, but it says 300 meters of water resistance. I mean, that's a lot. That's definitely like professional levels of water resistance. Now, you know, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes with AliExpress watches. Sometimes they just put things on the dial really without any reasoning behind it. But it's definitely a good diving band. And I would imagine there is at least some water resistance, like where you could go swimming or something like that with it. But man, guys, the band is pretty stiff right now, like not very flexible. It'll break in. But yeah, I'm excited to wear this thing, guys. I think this is a fantastic watch. So yeah, I will do a full review on this at some point. Yeah, I'm kind of blown away by it, honestly. So I'll be back to do a full review on this. Let me know what you think.